thanks so much for joining me again today. It is super late today. I think it's just a little over midnight in California, but I had this video in mind and I wanted to go ahead and just, like, I'm technically a night owl, so just, you know, thus is the joy of being a night owl. So sometimes I'll go to bed really late, but it is what it is. But I did have this video in mind and I wanted to share a new style to me. Not a new pattern to me, but definitely a new bag that I picked up. And this is my tote that I have recently switched out of from the Cloud Vines, and I went ahead and switched into this one. And it's been my tote for the week, and I haven't switched out of it yet. So I thought I'd go ahead and share with you this particular bag. So this is the Tablet Tote in Midnight Blues. And this is the tote that I've been lugging around this week to meetings, after work, and things like that. So I wanted to share this because, one, I have been particularly loving this pattern. Midnight Blues was actually my very first Vera pattern. So the first thing I'd ever gotten in Midnight Blues was a zip ID. The zip ID was the very first thing I'd ever gotten. I believe I was a junior or senior in high school, and that was my very first Vera Bradley item, and I was so excited about it. And so when I've been, you know, I've sort of been going on this Vera Bradley journey this year, and I decided to take a step back into memory lane. And so when I saw this particular piece, I was like, oh my goodness. One, it's so beautiful. Two, I am trying to, like, you know, venture out into different styles and things like that. And I do particularly like totes. And I liked that this had, you know, this pocket in the front here. I loved the overall pattern, and I also love the feel of this bag. So when I saw this, I actually bought this for $24. So the seller actually, this was brand new with tags, and the seller accepted my offer. So I was super excited about that because I think that that's a great price for something like this. And I wanted to mention that, so what we'll do is I'll kind of go ahead and show you the features, and then we will sort of get into, like, kind of what's in my bag. It's going to be pretty much the same things, with maybe like a little bit of a difference in a zip ID or something. So this bag is a more structured bag. It's called the Tablet Tote, and I'm not sure why they call it that. I want to say it's because it's probably used as, like, sort of a laptop bag, but this bag has a lot of structure to it. It has a hard bottom on the bottom. There's actually like a cardboard in here across the bottom. It is wider at the top than it is at the bottom, and it's definitely flat on the back. So it is pretty much, because of this cardboard at the bottom, the back of this sits pretty flat. It has a bit of tapering on the sides, so the sides will actually kind of taper downwards, and it does have two slip pockets on either side. So one slip pocket on either side, and you can put like a water bottle in here. My only thing about putting water bottles on the sides of bags that are tapered is it will kind of smush into it, and it'll sort of minimize the amount of space that you're able to get on the inside if you do add something to, you know, if you do put something on the side that's large, like a water bottle, because of that tapering, and because it's not wider at the bottom than at the top, if that makes sense. Excuse Lychee. She apparently likes this bag, and so she is biting it, and it was new with tags, but it's going to be pretty used here in a little bit, with some beak marks. It has it has a recessed zipper at the top, and I will also get into measurements as well for those of you who are curious, because you can still get the Tablet Tote, but maybe not in this particular pattern. I don't know if I saw another one, but you can still find them. So if you are curious about the measurements and how this compares to the large tote, I will show you that as well. The length of the bag is about 14 inches. So I did measure this from top to bottom. It is about, I would say 13 and a half to 14 inches. I would say about 13 inches. Yeah, 13 inches. And then the width of the bag, it is wider at the top than it is at the bottom, is about 17 inches. Yeah, 17 inches across the top. And then the strap drop is about 11 inches. So it's about an inch shorter than the large tote. Yeah, that's about right. And then the bottom of the bag, or the width of the bag at the very bottom, is about 13 inches. So I'm going from not necessarily seam to seam, but I'm going from where my stuff at the bottom of the bag kind of goes. So it's about 14 to 15 inches at the bottom. So a couple of inches less than at the top, the space at the top. You also get this front pocket here, which is quite large. You get this turn lock pocket, and it opens up. You get that interior pattern, and you can even get like quite a bit of stuff in here because of the size of that pocket. So I have like a mini notebook and highlighters in here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll take them out for you to see. But I do like how wide this pocket is, and it makes for easy access of things that you may need to get to. So personal space. So just for sizing, I'm going to show you the large Vera tote. And the large Vera tote has less structure in it than this one, even though the large Vera tote does have, it does have that cardboard base, but it's a thinner, I feel like it's a thinner cardboard. But this is basically what that large Vera tote looks like. And then this is what the tablet tote looks like. I mean, they're completely different styles. The tablet tote is about, like, it has a shorter strap drop, but it sits about the same as the large Vera, I would say. Maybe the large Vera is just a little bit, no, I think it's about the same. I mean, I can't really, yeah, they said they're about 14 inches, both of them. So that's that. But this definitely has a little bit more shape and structure to it. Like, it has that tapering on the sides of the bag. It has a very sort of flattened back, whereas the Vera tote has more of a slouchiness to it. It has the side pockets. And so I find this to be a great option for those of you who do want to carry, like, you know, your laptop, books, water bottle, maybe something like that, maybe a smaller one in here. I think this is sort of like, and kind of like an all-encompassing type of bag. You do get more organization in this as well, which we will talk about. So this is basically what I've got going on in here, if you can see. And I wanted to point out there is a zipper pocket. I'll just go ahead and take some of this stuff out. So I've got like my notebook, got another book in here, my journal, my cosmetic bag in Java Navy. It's not going to be like a thorough what's in my bag because you guys have pretty much seen this. My Blueberry Blooms pen and pencil case. And then I have my little itsy ditsy hand sanitizer thing, my mask. And I do have my clip zip ID in Midnight Blues as well. So I thought I'd share this. This is a new item for me too. And I really like that. I've got my cards and stuff in here. So I do love this. And I just, you know, wanted to match it. But let's talk about the interior of this bag. So this is what the pattern looks like. I love that interior pattern. I love that it's not, you know, it doesn't look like a black to me. To me, it honestly looks like a really, really dark navy, which is really nice. I mean, I don't think this is black. It could be. It could be black. I mean, unless I'm colorblind. But to me, it looks like a really, really dark navy. And then you get these two slip pockets. You get this one over here. This one over here. You get 3 pen slots. So I've got 3 of my pens there. And then you get another slip pocket on this side, where I've got like my zip ID. You probably can't see that. It's terrible. It's like right there. 2 slip pockets and 3 pen slots or pencil slots. And then you do get this inner zipper, interior zipper that runs along the back here. And I find that that's really nice organization. So that's probably another reason why they call this the tablet tote, because you get some organization for like maybe your, you know, laptop accessories or things like that. Like I do appreciate that they give you the pen slots, because I don't want to fumble around for pens sometimes. And I find this really easy to just grab a pen when you need it, you know, when you're writing notes or something. I find that to be great. So this has been my bag for this week, and I've really definitely been enjoying it. And you know, the Midnight Blues pattern is just so nice. I really, really love that. Yeah, it's kind of reminiscent because it was my very first Vera Bradley pattern, and so when I got back into Vera Bradley this year, I thought I was just gonna kind of stick around to like with what the current stuff was, but you know what, I decided to take a trip down memory lane, and it's really surprising how different the styles were back then compared to like how they are now. And I find the styles to be very unique. I find the patterns to be very unique. I find the fabric to be very soft. Like this tote bag in itself is very, very soft. And so I really appreciate that. And it's just kind of like, you know, I see this and I'm like, I want to hang on to this, you know? So I'm just going to put my stuff back in here, and I like how I can get enough things in here. You can get a laptop in here. I probably carry more books than necessary, but like, I mean, I use everything that I'm putting in here, and I'll, you know, everything fits just fine. The straps are very comfortable on the shoulders. Oh, there's like my gum on the side. See, so this is what I was saying. I have a gum inside here, inside the side pocket here. But because of that, I have to kind of fumble around to get my my little Blueberry Blooms pencil case in there, because it is, you know, that gum is kind of jutting into the interior of the bag. So you have to just keep that in mind. If you do put like a water bottle or something in here, it might minimize the space in the interior of your bag. So I will typically not put anything on the sides. But like I said, I have this cosmetic case that's just kind of hanging out on the side, and I could just stick that on top, and I'd be able to get a water bottle in here just fine. But just, you know, you may have to like work out the organization. And then my little itsy ditsy, which I love and adore, and you know, you'll see me. This is my little, I have to have this, my little hand sanitizer keychain that I love. And that is the Tablet Tote in Midnight Blues. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did want to make note or mention that I have a lot of retired styles that I just took a trip down the retired Vera alley, and I picked up quite a few really cool like retired pattern piece and styles, bag styles. So I will be showing those as I receive them. So I might even do I've got a thread up order that's coming where I found a couple of really cool things. And then I found some other cool items on Poshmark and Mercari that I really am excited to show you. So I will be switching into those things and then doing a whole video for you on retired styles and patterns as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.